Hey everybody, just wanted to give everyone an update on my turbine. I finally finished installing all the fuel system. So just a review and go over it real quick. We'll start with the smoke system since that's the easiest. This is your smoke pipe. Obviously it shoots out at the rear exhaust. There's your tubing going into it. Tubing comes on the side of the main tank right here. This is your smoke tank. This is your shutoff valve. This here is the smoke pump, okay? This clear line is what goes to this, which is the smoke nozzle. And then this yellow line actually goes up and around to the smoke tank. That's what pulls the smoke, smoke oil from the main tank. This here is my fill line for the smoke tank. And then this other yellow line, which goes under the plane, which you can see right there, the yellow part there, that's the vent. That's the smoke oil line. And now the fuel line for the main turbine connects down there with a Festo into the main tank, or the main, into the turbine. Again, the fuel line goes on the side of the main tank. This is the fuel pump for the turbine, okay? It's a little more complicated on the turbine side because there's a VAT involved, okay? So I'll try to do this as clear as I can, okay? So the pump, this is the outline here, which is here. That's the cutoff valve. This is your fuel filter there, and then that goes into the turbine. The other line is the fuel pump pulls from this. It pulls from the VAT, which is here. There's actually, you can't really see it, but there's almost like a little material chute inside there to help prevent air bubbles and stuff, okay? The yellow line of the VAT is your fill line. I installed a closed system on this. It's kind of cool. It's from Jersey Fuel Cans. It's a closed dry seal system, so that I don't leak any fuel, and whatever fuel comes out of the vent line, which is actually underneath here, which is right here, this silver thing, which this cap plugs into. This here, so this is my fill line to the VAT. Again, it's a dry seal system, so I just hook it in right there and fill the fuel tank, and whatever overflows out of the vent, I won't show it, but it actually goes into this yellow line here on the fuel can. So it's a complete closed system, okay? This here is what's pulled from the fuel pump. So the fuel pump is here, obviously, and I think it pulls this line here, which comes in the middle there, pulls from that little chute I told you about, okay? And then this here goes to the main fuel tank, which is this here, which is that there, and then your vent is here, drops down like I showed you. So that's the fuel system. I finally got it all installed, and what's next is to basically place all this knotted mess of wires. A lot of it is going to go on top of this that Mr. Tony Wells was gracious enough to make for me. It's a nice little platform to put all the main electronics. These little clips here are where all my fuel lines are going to clip into, so it's nice and organized, and hopefully it'll come out all right. So when I get all this mess organized and put into the plane, I'll update the video on that, but that's where I'm at. So the fuel part's done. Now it's time for the electronics.